Blood, sweat, tears, and broken remotes could not stop me from getting this 400,000 coin reward in this game. Here's how I did it, if it's worth it, and everything you gotta know in between. Now, Solstice family, and welcome back to another Madden 26 Ultimate Team video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. Before we get this one started, the 50th comment on this video is getting a $10 gift card of your choice, PlayStation or Xbox. If you're early, drop a comment and you got a chance to win. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the rewards we're opening up in today's video were not easy to earn, but we're gonna talk about if they were worth it, talk about how these are translating to 400,000 coins for free, and most importantly, if you should do this and what you should do if you win, because there's a very important thing you gotta know. Now, boys, I finally did it. The college overtime event has officially been completed, and for going 9-0, winning 9 games in a row, this is the reward we earned. To get Madden 26 Ultimate Team coins for your account at the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use the promo code SWIFT to save an additional 8% on your order. Now, here in front of me lies the fruits of my labor, the college overtime first flawless run pack right here, and this is going to be a little anticlimactic because we're just going through and we are grabbing a season 1 event token. Now, you might be thinking, Swift, okay, why is that so hard? You just got a token for 400k. What does that even mean? Well, boys, if you go to your sets and you scroll on down to the very bottom, you are going to see that that token, well, it's quite valuable because it can be exchanged in the Campus Hero section of the sets for either a Malik Hooker or a Calvin Ridley 86. You get to pick. And if we look at prices, well, right now Calvin Ridley is 500k, Malik Hooker is 458k. That is a pretty good coin reward if you ask me. But boys, I think we can get even more coins with this token. I'll explain a little bit later. Let's talk how hard this was and open up other rewards. Now, before we get too far along with today's video, NFL kickoff is 48 hours away and your boy is locked in. My picks are ready on Underdog. I've used my specials. I've used my profit boosters. I'm ready to make some money. Now, if you watching this video would like access to this Dak free pick you see on the screen right here, you want access to the Saquon Barkley free pick you see on the screen right here, I made those picks on Underdog Fantasy and you get access to both of those if you put in the code SWIFT. Now, with code SWIFT, you get both those specials. You instantly get $50 deposited into your account after you make your first pick. You get my offensive and defensive ebook in this game, which if you're grinding the event, you're grinding head-to-head ranked, that's going to help you. I'm 31-4 in head-to-head ranked. I'm 17-2 in head-to-head seasons. And of course, I got my 9-0 in the event. You can copy exactly what I do for free if you use code SWIFT. So check it out, boys. It is linked in the description. Let's make a little money this NFL season and claim all of your perks by using the promo code SWIFT. Don't forget to toss that in right after you download the app. Because not only are we going through and getting that token, but we are also opening up a bunch of other free packs. We earned some 76 pluses, some 78 pluses. Let's give this a rip. And boys, talk about how difficult this mode was. Now, I'm going to score this, honestly, a 9 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. It was not easy to go through and get these wins. It was certainly not without a bunch of fluke and a bunch of rage. And as you can see on the screen right here, well, I've clipped the reaction to how I was able to go through and get my final win. It was honestly lucky. It required luck to go through and win 9 in a row. And I'll show you guys the clip right here. Holy bailout for me, bro. 7-6, he's going for 2. If he gets this 2-point conversion, I lose everything. No 9-win rewards. Look at the whip route I don't click on accident. Peppers. Now, if you're not following my Twitter, drop a follow. It is SwiftYouTube_. But boys, this event, it's absolutely going to require luck. I'm not going to sit here and say that you can be the most skilled player in this game and you're guaranteed to win, because that's not the case. Now, obviously, if you're better at Madden, you're more likely to win more games. Absolutely. But in this event, there was so much fluke, aggressive catching, the lack of pass rush. It was just very difficult to play defense. If you're playing this, a couple of tips I'd give you: definitely go for 2 whenever possible. If you score first, I know a lot of people will say, oh, don't go for 2 at the start. Instead, you want to wait and wait it out. Boys, I don't want to give my opponent the opportunity to get a 2-point conversion to win. I feel like typically in Madden, if you're playing online, as we get an 80 overall pull, that's not bad. But typically in Madden, if you're playing online, I would say your odds of getting a 2-point conversion, maybe they're 40%. In this event, it's closer to like 70%. So if ever you can go for 2, I would do it. And I know in that clip I showed you, it was my last game and I didn't go for 2. It was 7-6 for me and I was able to win as we pull an 82 Bo Nix. That's actually a good pull out of these rewards. Okay, let's keep cooking. But like I was saying, I got lucky. You want to go for 2 whenever possible. I was just trying to play it safe because it was my 9th game. Now, how long did it take me? Realistically, it was 5 hours of grinding or more to go through and get these rewards. Now, obviously, that 5-hour number, it can be totally different for you. If you go through and get a 9-0 run, it's going to take you under 30 minutes to play those games. But if you lose and lose and lose like I did, I mean, that timer is going to go up and up and up. as damn, another 82 overall pull. Okay, man, these rewards are making us over 100,000 coins right here, plus the 400k we're getting from before. Those are some pretty good numbers, but the question I know people are going to be asking me is, Swift, is it worth grinding? Now, boys, if you want to give it a shot, I don't think it's an awful idea. I will classify the event tab in Madden Ultimate Team as a high risk, high reward mode, because if you go through and don't win, you're really not getting anything that great. Like, you got to go through and win all 9 of those games to really get the good reward. If you win 6, you win 7, I mean, you're getting 76 pluses. Maybe you get lucky like I did in this video, but your rewards aren't even close to as good as the 9 win. Now, I will say this, in theory, there are less good people playing this mode right now. Does that matter a ton? It does, but it doesn't, because like I said, there's a lot of fluke, but in theory, there's less good people playing it now, because after you go through and get your first flawless run, you don't get any more tokens. So for me, there's no reason in playing it anymore. I'm not going to go through and play this for 76 pluses and 78 pluses. I would rather play it for the token. The token is critical. Now, if you have a token, here's the kicker. I actually don't recommend you spend it today. Now, obviously, Malik Hooker at 500k, that is a huge number. That is a great number, don't get me wrong. But let's talk what's coming, because we're getting an overall bump and it's coming soon. Now, on the screen right here are the confirmed game time champion players coming out on Thursday, and man, oh man, we got wide receivers galore. That's Matthew Golden right there. We got Ted McMillan, we got Travis Hunter, and I think this is the first round defensive tackle for the Lions. I'm totally blanking on his name, but I'm pretty sure he wears number 91. Now, regardless, 3 insane cards. We're also getting an overall bump. These cards are going to be 87 overalls, so overalls are flying up really quickly. Ted's going to be insane, bro. He's probably going to be 87 speed. Travis Hunter might be 88 speed. Matthew Golden could literally be 89 speed. He might break the game. And depending on how EA Sports does the tokens, you might be able to go through here and pick one of these players absolutely free on day 1. But here's the kicker, because MUT Leaks leaked these 4 champions, but they also leaked 2 more. And these 2 champions you see on the screen right here in Malik Neighbors and Laramie Tunsil, I got a feeling they're going to be done the same way as they did in the Campus Hero program. In the Campus Hero program, we got champions, and then we got those like pseudo champions, I'll call them, in the Malik Hooker and the Calvin Ridley. What I'm thinking is the 4 champions I showed you before, those are ones you'll be able to get through sets, but the 2 I just showed you in Laramie Tunsil and Malik Neighbors, those might only be attainable through a pack that looks like this with tokens. And here's some strategy and numbers you got to know with this token. If you have one and you're saving one like myself, or you're in a situation where you're curious about the prices of these cards, on day 1, right when the program dropped, the cards were selling for 500,000 coins. I went through, I claimed one, I sold one. Then about 7 hours after the promo came out, 8 hours, 9 hours, whatever it may be, prices went up to like 900k, and then since then they've slowly come down. Now that makes total sense. Reason being is people like myself were saving tokens. We spend them immediately. Once we all spent our tokens, well, no one had more tokens to spend to put more supply in the market. You had to earn them, and that took some time. So naturally there was still that demand, but there wasn't as much supply. Prices came up, prices came up, prices came up, and then naturally, as more people earned the tokens and people were buying their cards, they started coming back down to 500k. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you got a token like myself, I personally am going to be spending it, but I'm going to be spending it not right when the program comes out. I'll probably spend it maybe 5, 6, or 7 hours after it comes out, and if I'm able to go through and turn this token into 800k, into 900k, that's absolutely worth the grind in my opinion. And to be honest with you, now that we know all this information, well, I'm sure on day 1, when the program comes out in this game, if you're able to go through and get Malik Neighbors for free, if you're able to go through and get Ted McMillan for free, those are better cards likely than the Malik Hooker and the Calvin Ridley. That means there are going to be a lot of people playing the event on day 1. What you should be doing right now, if you want, is give the current event a try. When there's less good people playing it right now, you get your token, and then you can use your token when we get the really good reward coming in the game on Thursday. Because you're basically grinding for the cards I showed you on the screen before they're released in the game, and before there's all the good competition that is also grinding for those cards. So that's a little tip for you guys. Now that's gonna do it for me. I would strongly recommend you check out No Money Spent episode number 4 that I posted a couple of days ago. There's gameplay in there, there's tips in there, and I genuinely think that's the best content I post on this channel. So click it, it's on my face.